Have you ever stopped to think that everything that exists around you today once existed inside someone's mind? In a world where we are constantly bombarded by external voices, news, distractions, social pressures, there is a truth that few know. You are the silent architect of your reality. And no, this is not cheap mysticism. It is the invisible science of intentional thinking, proven by brilliant minds like Napoleon Hill. Today, at this very moment, you may be living a destiny that was shaped brick by thoughts that you allowed to live in your mind. But what if you could reprogram everything? What if your next thought was the first step towards a new reality, more abundant, fuller, freer? Stay with me until the end of this video, because today I will reveal to you the practical foundations of the law of success and how to use the power of intentional thinking to turn the key to your mind and your life. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." But that's not just a pretty phrase, it's a statement of power. Your mind is like soil, and your thought is the seed. If you plant fear, doubt, scarcity, guess what? That's what you'll reap. But if you plant faith, resolve, purpose, you'll reap something else. And here's the secret. The soil doesn't reject any seed. It doesn't question whether the idea is good or bad. It just multiplies what you leave there long enough. How many ideas of failure have you been nurturing every day without realizing it? How many times have you been repeating to yourself, "I can't do it. This isn't for me. It's too late"? These thoughts aren't just noise. They're building your reality in the silence. Everyone thinks. But how many people think intentionally? Intentional thinking is a discipline. It is training your mind to focus on what you want to create and not on what you fear avoiding. Napoleon Hill taught the importance of a defined purpose. Without a purpose, your thoughts scatter and disperse. With a clear purpose, your mind becomes a laser. And what's more, thinking without emotion is just theory. Thinking with intense emotion becomes magnetism. Do you want to change your life? Start by choosing what to think with intention and passion every day. Many people try to stop thinking negatively, but the mind doesn't work that way. You don't erase a thought. You replace it with a stronger one that is more aligned with your purpose. This is where the law of replacement comes in. When fear arises, replace it with a clear image of what you want. When doubt creeps in, replace it with a memory of victory, even if it's small. It's in this constant replacement that mental reprogramming happens. You don't become prosperous overnight. You become prosperous as you allow only prosperous thoughts to remain. Thought alone does not create, neither does emotion without direction. But when you think with intention, feel with intensity, and act with consistency, you activate the triad that Hill called the engine of success. Hill talks about the importance of mastermind, autosuggestion, and practical faith, and this is only possible when you transform your thoughts into emotional commands and then convert them into movement. Do you want change? Then think, feel, and act every day. Here is the question that changes. Destinies. Who do I decide to be today? Napoleon Hill used to say, decide clearly what you want out of life and go after it as if your life depended on it. And maybe it does. Every morning is an invitation to create a new you, a more conscious, more responsible, more connected to your purpose. And when you decide to be that version every day, even if you fall, even if you slip, you are already miles away from who you were before. Think now about everything you have overcome. Think about the times you almost gave up, but you kept going. You are here. This is proof that you have the spark of transformation within you. You don't need to have everything figured out, but you need to take a step, think a new thought, nurture a new idea, because in the end, the truth is simple. What you think, you become, and now you know that. So, Who do you choose to become today?